Hello and welcome to the first day of school for the fourth grade. We're really excited to have you here today. And we know that you're not able to fill the hallways up, but we know that's going to happen real soon. Our teachers have been working extremely hard over the past 2 or 3 weeks to ensure that you have a really fun experience this year. There's going to be a lot of engaging activities. You're going to get to build things. You're going to get to investigate things. And there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen that you're really going to enjoy. It's going to be a little work, and you would expect that. But I tell you what, they've got a great learning experience for you this year, and I know that we got to wait for the announcements. You know how that goes too in a school. All right, now, but there's a lot of great things that are going to happen this year. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to the fourth grade, and first up is a new teacher in our fourth grade, Miss, and you know her because you had her in third grade, Miss Beadnell.
Hello guys, I'm so excited to get to come to fourth grade with you. Let me introduce a few more of our team members that you don't know yet. Number one would be Miss Simmons. Say hello. Miss Simmons is going to teach reading and writing and social studies. I will be math and science. And our other teacher is going to be Miss Courtney. You want to join us, Miss Courtney? Hi, guys. And Miss Courtney is going to work with our special education kids. So she is a new face, but I think you probably have seen her around the school before. So I'm going to turn it over to her for just a second and let her say anything that she would like to. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi guys, I'm super excited to get to know you all this year. My job, like Miss Beadnell said, is the special ed teacher for 4th through 6th grade. I posted these assignments on Google Classroom that basically your job is to get on there and to join my remind. Other than that, let's just have fun together, and I hope to see you all soon.
Okay, so the first little bit of school is going to look a little different than what you're used to. So first we want to talk about what you should expect for the first 8 days of school. So number one, what is the goal? We're not as concerned right now about content. We're more focused on getting familiar with virtual learning, what that means, what that looks like, what you need to be doing. We also want to make sure that you find a routine that works for you. It may not look for the same for every family. What works for one family may not work for another. So find what works for you guys, and just make sure that you get all your work done. As long as you get that done, will be just fine. Also, you need to practice logging in and navigating Google Classroom, Zoom, our Bitmoji Classroom, and also Class Tag. Class Tag is new this year. Last year we used Remind, and so this year we're going to try something a little different. So one of the most important things for us is that parents, you get logged into Class Tag. That's how we're going to communicate with you and get familiar with it and practice just being in touch with us. That's going to be really essential as we are not together, that we have that open communication. Okay, as far as what to expect, every morning you will receive a Class Tag message from myself or Miss Simmons. Please respond to that message, even if it's just okay or a thumbs up. That way we know that you got it, and that's a form of communication between you and I. And you can also expect a morning message every morning on our Google message board for 4th grade. So the very first thing that you'll do every morning is check that message board, watch the morning message, and that's going to tell you what to expect for the rest of the day. We also will have 4 to 5 Zoom meetings over the next 8 days. The first one is actually going to be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We hope that everybody can join us for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to have 4 to 5, and we'd like for you to join at least 2 of those. So the Zoom code will be in a packet that you get here in just a little bit from us. So make sure you keep hold of that paper so you have the Zoom code. And also, over the next few days, we're going to spend a lot of time just focusing on your social, emotional well-being of your child. So you can expect a lot of getting to know you, talking about goal setting, just that type of thing, just to get ready for the content to start. So what are you responsible for? We really need you to join all the Google Classrooms and the class tag. All of those codes will be in the packet that you get today. That's the first thing that we want you to do. Please do that today if possible. You're going to need that tomorrow to get started. The second thing we want you to do is tomorrow morning, first thing, watch the morning message. The third thing would be to complete the assignments on Google Classroom. And the last thing we need you to do over the next 8 days is to attend at least one Zoom meeting a week. So if you attend tomorrow, that would count for this week, and then one more next week. Next. All right. So some of you may be wondering, how do I log in? It's been so long, I've forgotten. If you look at the screen behind me, this is a really cool thing that Miss Miller put together. It has all kinds of videos that will show you how to do all of these things. You will find the link to this on our Google Classroom page, as well as the link to it on Class Tag. So if you are unsure how to log into anything, that's going to be where you check it out. All right, I'm going to have Miss Simmons come up now.
So my name is Miss Simmons. Most of you know me because I saw you in the hallway last year, or I saw you in the classroom in Miss Beadnell's room as we were finishing our lunch. So I'm super excited to be with you all this year and with Miss Beadnell as well. Because we're starting virtual, like Miss Beadnell said, we're going to use Google Classroom as our vehicle for delivering the 4th grade assignments and content. So after the 4th graders have joined Google Classroom, they'll be able to navigate through the classroom and view their assignments, any videos that we've posted, any anchor charts, and even lessons that we have posted that day for them. Students will also be joining a Google Classroom that we've called our 4th grade message board. That's where we're going to put our morning message that we want you to view first each day. We already have one there for you, so when you get your packets this afternoon, you can get ready to see that and see what you're going to do for the day. That's also a place where students can connect with their classmates and their teachers to ask each other questions about school, give school-related tips, and share what they have learned. We may even post announcements there if we have any announcements that we want you to know about. This year we're adding a 4th grade parent Google Classroom, so this is something new that we're trying. We created this to give you, the parents, the opportunity to connect with each other, to support each other, to ask us questions, ask each other questions. We just want you to be mindful that everything that you post, the entire group can see. If you have any great resources or tips that you've come across to give to parents or us, post them there as well. If you have any personal questions or comments for us, just please post those on the class tag that Miss Beadnell talked about earlier. Switch-o, change-o.
Okay, so behind me you see the Bitmoji classroom that I talked about earlier. Sorry about that. If you'll take a look, there's a door on the left that's for Miss Simmons, and there's a door on the right that's mine. If you click on the door, it will take you into our individual classrooms where you'll find links to do all kinds of cool things. Let me hit that slide. Okay, so this is my classroom, and in it you'll see links to iReady, which is the computer program that we have that's going to replace MobiMax. There are links to our classroom. There's a cool multiplication game. There are links to the school calendar, just all kinds of things. So when you get a chance, take a look around. This is Miss Simmons' classroom. She has all the same types of information, just located in different places. So check her classroom out as well. And this is for Miss Courtney's kiddos. So if you are a part of her class, she's got a Bitmoji classroom too. So you'll spend some time looking around there and seeing what all she has available for you. All right, here's Miss Simmons.
So once you have completed the first 8 days of school, you're probably thinking, okay, now what? Well, now that we've explained some of the tools that we're going to use this year, this is how you get started. So first and foremost, and Ms. Beadnell touched on this earlier, parents, please sign up for Class Tag. It is very important that you do this as soon as possible, because this is the primary way that we're going to communicate with you. It will help us stay in contact with you if we have questions, if you have questions. And we all know it takes a village to raise a child, and we need you the most. We also need you to keep in contact with us in one shape or a form at least one time a week. So you can do this through Class Tag, like I just mentioned. You can email us. You can also text us. You can use Google Classroom, and you can even just simply give us a phone call. This is the partnership that we need to ensure that your child is successful, which is what we both want. So what are students responsible for? And again, Ms. Beadnell touched on this for the first 8 days. A lot of it is the same. So they're responsible for logging into Google Classroom every single day. They need to watch the morning message first. They need to check and complete all the assignments for that day and any tasks that go along with that. They're also required to complete 20 minutes of iReady for math and reading. That's 20 minutes each on their learning path. They can find that link for iReady in our Bitmoji classrooms, as well as on the Lewisburg Clever page that they've created this year for students to find links easier. In addition to that, it's important that your child attend one Zoom meeting per week, as we've also talked about. We've planned several different times during the week so that everybody's schedule can accommodate for at least one of those. So Tuesday nights, we've chosen 6:30 for parents that work during the day, Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and then Thursdays at 9 o'clock. They can attend all of them if they wish, but they need to at least attend one. Oh yes, and they will be doing activities this year. So they'll need to do an activity each day, Monday through Thursday. The activity teachers have created a Google Classroom for that. So they will do a wellness activity on Mondays, I believe. Tuesdays is it typing, I think? Or PE, no, Tuesdays.
Thursday.
You're the first day?
On Thursday.
Your Thursdays. Anyway, they will do PE, wellness, and typing 2 times a week. And we'll post that on our Google Classroom, the exact days for you. We've also established some learning communities this year. And learning communities are simply small groups of 10 or less that we have created to connect with your child in person for 2 hours once a week. So if your child has not been added to that learning community, please contact us as soon as possible so we can get you set up. But we promise, I know this is overwhelming, we promise you that if you just keep in contact with us, if your students do their work, if they attend the Zoom meetings and they are in the learning communities, we will get your child where they need to be to go on to 4th grade. Thanks.
Okay, so just a few tips for distance learning. It's really important that you establish a nice quiet place in your home for working. if you have the TV on, or if their little tiny brothers and sisters are running around, that's going to be a big distraction for your child. So if you can find a nice quiet place for them to work during school time, that would be awesome. Next, please communicate with us regularly. Once a week at least. That's the only way that we can ensure that you guys have everything that you need, that nobody is struggling. Just keep in contact with us. Some suggested things to have at home: a journal, pencils, crayons, and a Chromebook is going to be essential, or some type of device for the online work. And last, it is essential that you establish a routine with your child. Okay, it may not be easy at first. Okay, it may take some time to get used to it, but just like at school, our routine helps us get through the day and really helps your child to focus and do what they need to do. So if you can establish one of those at home, that will really help your child out during this time. And finally, if you have not checked out a Chromebook yet and you need to, or if you have not filled out all of the registration, at Chromebook checkout will be at the band door with Miss White and Mr. Johnson, and registration will be on the gym porch with Miss Lewis. Finally, if you need to contact us, there is some information for you. You don't have to worry about writing this down. We have this for you in your packet. But if you need anything at all from us, please feel free to call, email, send us a message on Class Tag. We are here to help you. We want you to be successful. We want your child to be successful. So please reach out to us if we can help you at all. All right. Well, we will see you here in just a few minutes.